Hello, okay. I had to start recording briefly. Okay. So this is a time for receiving, Taurus. This is a time for nourishing, taking care of you. Um, they spoke about the mother. For me, this feels like mothering yourself. This feels like with the gym finding your purpose in this process. It's kind of like taking care of you so you can get on path to where you're supposed to be going. Um, but you have to remember where you come from. You have to remember where you started, but long before you got here. You have to learn what it is that you're supposed to be carrying forward. But you can't do that by doing too much. I'm not saying stop everything you're doing, you know, but intentionally take care of yourself. Intentionally nourish yourself. One day at a time. Pour into yourself. Now we hear that a lot, and it sounds so simple, and it's just like, well, it's not simple for everybody to do. I agree. I agree. I will say though, one thing at a time. It can start very small. Every day, you know, promise yourself you'll say no at least once a day. When you actually want to say no, say no. Um, if you can, fit in a nap, you know, every week or every day. Um, make it a goal to cry with intention and release anything you're holding in because you're always on the go and you feel like you don't have time to do that. Make time for it, even if it's you sitting in the closet at 3 in the morning. Um, when you get out of line, well, I'm not going to say that. If you get out of line, if you need some correcting, correct yourself. Um, give yourself grace. If you have a moment where you're not at your best, practice sitting with yourself and saying, you're doing your best. You're doing what you know how. Here's what you're going to do next time. Here's why you can't do this now. Um, little things over time. It doesn't have to be you just saying, you know what, I'm going to just take the day off of work. I'm going to take a few days off of work. And everybody can't do that. You know? So, what is something that would be nourishing to you that you could start with to start this process? Starting small. Now, if you have space in your life to do more, do that. Prayer. I'm big on prayer. Um, I pray privately mostly, but I could do it more. I've been doing it more, and it feels good. Journaling, um, talking directly to yourself, talking directly to any wounds, talking directly to the Creator, talking directly to ancestors, talking directly to God, whatever you know that means to you. Take more steps towards allowing yourself to receive and clearing out anything that's keeping you stagnant, clearing out anything that's keeping you bitter, unhappy, stuck, so you can make room for the light to pour in. And you can figure out, you know, what you're supposed to be doing right now. Okay. Um, But the cards that came out are interesting. Like, I see the message. So forgive me as I work through getting this message out for you, Taurus placements. The Seven of Swords is like, it's not just sneaky energy, okay? It's not just sneaky energy. You know, this is someone that's doing whatever the hell they want to do, and they want to avoid accountability in the process. They want to avoid responsibility in the process. Since we're talking so much about the womb and feminine, things, it's not just about women. This could just be about, people who use their, their sensuality or their sexuality to avoid things. It's not just a woman thing. It's a person thing, you know. Kind of using it in your favor, okay? Using the power of it. You see the snake or the serpent, the snake serpent represents power. It's not just about being a sneaky snake. You can look at it like that. But it's also about power. But power is not always good, as we know. Power is not always a good thing. And with the Seven of Swords, it's not a good thing. It's kind of it's like it's abusing your power. It's using any type of allure that you have to avoid accountability, to avoid responsibility, to get away with things. Okay, and then we got the devil here. Devil is bad habits. The devil is, could be our vices that aren't very good for us. It could be spending problems. It could be things. Oh wow, I never noticed that. You see that that tombstone up there? Oh. It's like moving. So it's just engaging in what encompasses the devil. You know, moves you further, faster towards either the death of yourself, the death of parts of yourself, relationships, jobs. You could be using your vices to numb any awareness of what's going on. We got the God of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse. This is a misuse of power. It's like the king, like, I know I'm the king, and this is my shit, and I'm gonna act like it's my shit. But it's not being a good king. Okay. We got the Magician here, too. We got the Tower. Taurus. There has to be a moment of looking at yourself. Because this behavior or way of going about things is not going to work. You're going to be forced to stop. Okay, the tower going to fall regardless. The tower is going to fall. And you may feel like your vices are keeping you numb and keeping you out of the loop, but you're also the magician. You know what's going on. You may be trying to avoid things. You may be on a power trip, but you know what's going on. What are you trying to avoid seeing? What are you trying not to see so bad? You know? You have the tools and the knowledge and the skills to combat your own shadow. You have that. And it seems like you've gone backwards during this tower moment. Things have been a little heavier than usual this year. We thought 2020 was bad. Jeez Louise. Things are heavier, and it's been easier to kind of jump back into old habits, whether it was a behavior thing, or like I started drinking again, or I started gambling again, or I started spending my money crazy again. You know, we went back to like survival mode, right? But you have everything that you need to get out of this, because you know what'll happen if you don't. What's gonna happen regardless, really. There's healing that needs to take place. You're exhausted because you've been doing so much, and right now it's not a time for you to be doing anything, um, or intentionally doing less. Doing less in terms of exerting energy versus conserving your energy, versus nurturing your energy, versus taking care of your energy, protecting it. Like the card said, allowing yourself to receive. In the midst of this tower, you are figuring out what your purpose is. There's something bigger than you happening. Or there's something bigger that um, that is showing up. Okay. Got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, something is over. It's like a rebirth. It is very much a rebirth. You're not new to this, Taurus. You're not new to this, but you have to be able to identify your role in this. Okay? Yeah, something is ending. Something's over. You have to put an end to it. You have to put it to rest, Taurus. What else is coming up? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sun card in the reverse. Like, yes, you're the magician, right? Yes, you have all the tools, but not everything is gonna be fun to do, and I get that. It's easier to kind of stick to what's comfortable right now and be in your comfort zone. You spent so much time going out of your comfort zone to heal and grow and move forward and find your purpose and refine your purpose and dig deeper into your purpose. And it's just like, can I just ignore this shit for a while and just do whatever the fuck I want to do? That's what it feels like. Like I put in my work. I put in my work. The work don't stop, baby. But I get it. I get it. Something is over. It's about renewing, but you don't feel positive about the renewal because it feels like you've had to lose so much just to just to get it. Just to get it. It's hard to kind of just sit and receive. You know, you had to give so damn much, right? The hell you gonna give me? What can you give me that I can't just go get myself? Right? Okay, let's see what else. Taurus. The Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. Gotta do something different this time. It's doing something different. Not doing what you're used to doing, but doing something different. Going the road less traveled. You're not initially you're not going to be happy about it, but it's for this is happening for a reason because there's a tower falling. And when a tower falls, it's destruction. So we can, make, clear things out to build something better. And as the Taurus, you want to be comfortable. You want to be able to just kind of do your thing at your speed within your own limits. And life is forcing you to kind of do something different. You're used to taking care of everybody. Well, how about now let somebody take care of you? You're used to kind of doing everything by yourself. Well, now you need to be open to help. You're used to finding a way to avoid, responsibility. Well, now you got to face yourself. Depends on who I'm talking to, right? So I got some dice. We're gonna look at the astrology. This is for the astrology folks. Whether you're an enthusiast like myself or you're an astrology master pro, the dice we're gonna look at the planet. Hold on, baby. We're gonna look at the planet, the house, and the sign, and you're gonna find these things in your chart, okay, that you need to focus on to accompany your reading, okay? Okay, we got the first house, how you show up. How you're showing up, right? This is what we've been talking about. Kind of how you're approaching things. The self. Oh my gosh, I always forget which one this is. I believe this is Pluto. Let me see. Because Pluto has shows up in different ways. Yeah, this is Pluto. We got Pluto here. Okay. And we got Leo. So look at your first house. Look at where Pluto is in your chart. Pluto is, I kind of look at Pluto as like the dark parts of us. And we are talking about the tower, we're talking about the devil, we're talking about the seven of swords, we're talking about, avoiding things and using our vices to kind of escape. And then we have the Leo. We have Leo. Which I was talking about the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. So the Leo is making me think about the gem card that we got. Wherever Leo is, it could be the place in your chart where you glow, right? How can you nourish that part? How can you nourish your first house more? How can you remedy any Pluto in your chart? How can you work with it, wherever it is, the aspects to it, and all of that good stuff? As far as this reading goes, and wherever else is going on in your life, Taurus, I think your reading has gone over 25 minutes. I'm not sure because I had to cut it, so I'm going to have to paste it together. But thank you for listening. I hope this resonated with some of you. I'll see you guys probably next month. Thank you again. Peace out.